of saved videos there. So do subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just type in my name and you will find me there. So I'm so excited for you to be here for this new series for November. November is here and we're doing this new series in November. And so I'm excited for you to be here, excited for you to get this information. So this new series is to discuss marketing and communicating your nonprofit's fundraisers. And so fundraising season is here, and you'll find that your fundraising efforts are necessary, and you will want to have people knowing about your fundraisers. So you want to make sure that your fundraising efforts do not go in vain and no one donates. And instead, people are donating to your nonprofit. So I'm super excited about the opportunity to share this whole series this month on it. So platforms in regards to social media, in regards to nonprofits. You often hear me saying that it's important that you do have communications in line with your fundraising efforts. You cannot have one without the other, including marketing. So making sure you're having all your fundraising efforts synchronized so people know about the fundraiser and have the opportunity to give. If you are participating in Giving Tuesday, you should have planned yesterday and the day before that on what you're going to be doing for your year-end appeal. And Giving Tuesday is on November 30th. So you and your team should be planning on what you're going to be doing and how you're going to make your organization stand out. Consider that there are going to be a variety of nonprofits participating in Giving Tuesday. So how is your nonprofit specifically going to stand out? So making sure you have that ability for your nonprofit to be visible as well. I also want to say hello to my audience on HAPS as well. So let's talk about it. Today we're talking about fundraising. So if you are on this other app that I'm using, which is HAPS, you're going to be able to see on screen some screenshots I've taken of Facebook and navigating the back end. If you're not, I would encourage you to go over to my YouTube page and look at that live video that's going on right now, because that is going to give you access to those things. But I'm going to do my best to describe what exactly it looks like and what you can do in order to really maximize the fundraising for Facebook. Facebook has a variety of features that allows you to fundraise account. So you want that you have an opportunity to go in and get that funding directly into the nonprofit's mail. Not mail, but bank account. So you're not waiting all that time, especially when your operations and your budget really it's necessary for to get that funding initially. You want to make sure you have the opportunity to get that funding in before things go in the red, but you just want to have access to that funding in a more frequent time. So marketing communications in regards to Facebook, we're going to be talking about that today. So I want to walk through 3 features on Facebook that are going to be essential when it comes to fundraising. Now, there's a variety of features, but I just want to highlight the top 3 for me. And of course, I encourage you to explore the different opportunities you have as well and on the back end when it comes to Facebook. So let's just go right into it. So key features to use on Facebook for fundraising is the business suite. So apart from you applying to get the access to your ability to fundraise on Facebook, there's an application process. Make sure you do submit an application. You're going to want to get in contact with Business Suite. You want to use the back end. You want to use Business Suite. So if you're with me on the HAPS app, I am now going to share my screen in regards to Business Suite. I've taken a few screenshots that I want to share with you. For my audience on Instagram, you're just going to have to listen to me describe it, or you can go live into your own Facebook page and you can look at it yourself. If you have a nonprofit page, you should be able to go into the back end and do it with me, do it live with me. So let's just share this. Let's make sure it's actually being shared. It is. Okay, so this is the first place I want to show you where this is your Facebook page for your nonprofit. So you're going to see the name of your organization. Right below that is Business Suite, and you'll be able to go in there and look at the different information that's there. You'll also notice that Instagram has done, because Instagram and Facebook are connected, same company practically, that you will have access to comments from both of those platforms. So you'll see comments from Facebook, you'll see comments from Instagram. This is all going to be in your inbox. So your inbox is a combination of your comments on your post, but also people who send you direct messages also. So you want to keep that in mind as well. There also is other features. We're not going to talk about that today, but we're going to just go ahead and go into Business Suite. So you're on your page, you want to go and scroll down, and we're going to look at the ability for you to create a fundraiser. Now, we applied for fundraising for our nonprofit, and now we have access to this. So now we have access to be able to go and start fundraisers and and raise money for the organization. So bear with me as I do a new screen share for the next photo that I have in mind to share with you all. Just give me a second. Still learning how to navigate with apps. Okay. Let's see here. All right, so here we are. This is the next screen I want to show you. So after you click on the fundraise option, you should have the ability to fundraise if you applied once again. Then you will see something like this. This is the page that allows you to design your fundraiser. So it's going to go in and it's going to ask for certain details about your fundraiser. So you can share how much the amount is going to be. So there's an option, how much money do you want to raise? There's also a currency option. So if you're in a country outside of the US, you can accept pounds, you can accept other types of currency. Then there's also when the fundraiser is going to end. You're going to want to put information in there about when the fundraiser is going to end. So then it doesn't, there's a sense of urgency. People can see that, hey, so this fundraiser is about to end. So let's make sure we have the ability to fundraise and give funding during this current time. So this is really important. You and your team should be thinking strategically about when that fundraiser is going to end and what is going to take place. So after all that is populated, they're going to ask you for the information about what the fundraiser is about, so you can have a section for that. Facebook has a template already put in there, but I would encourage you to deviate from the template and actually put in information that's relevant to your nonprofit so that you can have access to information, and people can see more of what the nonprofit is doing and what the fundraiser focus is. You'll realize when I have a lot of live videos, I always talk about the focus of your fundraiser, making sure you have a focus for it. People are attracted to a focused fundraiser and not a fundraiser that's just, this is generally what we're doing. So keeping that in mind. And you'll have access to that preview over to the right. So it's my right, maybe your left, where you can have an image that's changed. You can have different areas that you change throughout this fundraising page. But do apply for that fundraising page, the ability to fundraise, because it's so essential for your nonprofit. You're going to need this. And get that money to your direct deposit, your bank account, versus waiting 45 days or more to get a check from Facebook. And when Facebook has delays when it comes to sending out funding, that means you get a delay with that funding. So making sure you have access to that. So let's open up the next photo I have in mind to share with you all, because we're going to jump into Business Suite. So like that home page that you saw, you'll see also that right below the nonprofit's name, you'll have Business Suite, and you have access to that as well. Do access the features of Facebook. They're there for a reason. So let me just open this up and you can take a look with me at Business Suite. So here we are in Business Suite. I clicked my nonprofit's profile, and right below the name, I saw Business Suite. And so we're looking here, and there's a variety of features. Like I said, Facebook has tons of features for nonprofits. But today we're going to be focusing on the posts and stories. So after you reach this page, you're going to look at posts and stories and go from there. So let's do another screen share to have you look at posts and stories for that. Okay, so now you should see this. You've clicked on posts and stories, and this is where it's going to take you. It's going to take you to this page right here. You're going to be able to see what published posts you have, and then you're also going to be able to see scheduled posts. This is where we're heading. We're heading to scheduled posts because scheduled posts are amazing when it comes to fundraising season. You're going to find that you don't have to spend all this time trying to figure out and try to remember to post for Facebook or Instagram. Right here, you have the opportunity to post. So, like I said, Facebook and Instagram are connected, which means that you have the opportunity to go into here and schedule for both Facebook and Instagram. And so you see here with this example that we had some past posts for both Instagram and Facebook. Keeping in mind though that these platforms are unique in its own ways. So realizing that with Instagram, you'll want to have hashtags. If you put a link in an Instagram bio, people aren't going to actually be able to click on it versus if you put it on Facebook. You know what I mean? You know what I mean in regards to when it comes to links and different hashtagging features. Realizing they're two separate platforms and that you have to make the caption according to the platform and what they usually require. So making sure you have that in place. So we're going to click on scheduled post, and this is going to allow you to go in and schedule your posts. It's going to allow you to see what is upcoming and actively schedule posts to go out for whatever campaign you have in mind that will be coming up. So let me just share that now. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like right after you clicked on scheduled. So if you have scheduled posts, they will be lined up in here where you can see the dates, you can get a snapshot of the actual post, and you can see what's upcoming. If you have nothing scheduled, there's like this example is here, then you realize there's nothing here, and you go ahead and click on that blue button that says schedule post, and you're going to be navigated to another page useful for your nonprofit. So let's look at the other page so you have the opportunity to see exactly what I'm talking about. It's really useful to be on versus Instagram, which I'm not sure why Instagram Live is not connected. I would just see so much benefit in that, especially when I do a nonprofit plug on Instagram Live all the time. So let's go here and I will share this screen with you and you can see. So you've clicked on schedule a post and this is what you're going to see. It's going to show you a preview of what you're going to be posting, but it's also going to show you something that is a place to put your content in. So whether you decide to post on Facebook or Instagram at the same time, you can do that, or individually can do that as well. This goes back to what I was saying about the fact that the content and the whole overview of Instagram and Facebook is different. With Facebook, you can have longer text. With Instagram, you can, but you have to make sure your audience engaged. There's a variety of things you need to consider. But if you, for example, are posting a link into something on Instagram, you'll want to make sure that the link is in your bio instead of the link in the caption. Because once again, when you're on Instagram, you cannot click on the link. You have to go to the link in bio. Um, there's a variety of platforms that allows you to have multiple links within your bio, so look into those as well. So you can decide where you're going to place it, Instagram, Facebook, both. Then there's the text. This is where your caption goes. So your caption is going to go here. You can put in a few hashtags that are related to the work that you're doing, and then you're going to have a great call to action. Whatever fundraising you're doing, have a great call to action. Make sure that people are going to be excited about giving, and making sure they have access to what's necessary. So links, different things, call to actions, making sure you have that there. Thanks for joining Instagram. I am actually on two different broadcasts. So that means I'm looking at here, I'm looking at two places. If you are on my YouTube channel, welcome. Make sure that you are on YouTube because this video is up there. I'm actually sharing my screen. On Instagram, it doesn't allow you to do that. I think it does allow me to do that, but that's just a bit too much for me to be doing. So I'm just doing it on YouTube. If you're on Facebook too, then Facebook has it as well. So right now we're looking at Business Suite in Facebook and how it allows you to schedule your place add your Mia. So and or you see text sample, and then you're going to be able to see other features there as well. So you're seeing call to action. Currently, their only call to action they have is get messages. I hope at some point they're going to have donate or visit our website, but otherwise, I would just not really pay attention to that middle column, go to the right column that has that preview of what your post is going to look like. So you're going to see that your Facebook post is going to look exactly as you have put it to the left, and you can see what it actually is going to look like. So that is the back end of scheduling post. And after this, you will go in and put in the date. Hello, Building Strong Horizons. I am doing a tutorial on my YouTube channel, and I am not taking guests because this is not a guest speaking opportunity. But if you're on YouTube, you can see what I am sharing on my screen on my computer. So you'll see me looking back and forth. So you schedule the post, you put all the content in there, and then you will put in a scheduled date. So you can schedule the date for that, and that date is going to go out according to what you select. So if you say November 25th, it's going to go out November 25th. You can even go down to the detail of time as well. So at any point you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat, but also keeping in mind that a lot of this is not accessible as far as what I'm seeing on my screen sharing unless you have your Facebook page open yourself or you're on my YouTube or Facebook page. Okay, so let's look at other features when it comes to Facebook. All right, so I'm going to go to the next. Do that with you. So me, what I want to show you is Facebook Insights. Facebook Insights is really important, and if you have not been using Facebook Insights, you're not learning about your audience, which is key. You should be learning about your insider basis, making sure that you understand them and are paying attention to what they are looking for. So, hello from India. It's good to see you. So, let me share that screen so you can see what I am exactly talking about when it comes to Facebook Insights. Okay, so here we are, Facebook Insights. This is your nonprofit page. You're going to have access to that, and you're going to be able to see different things. So if you click on your home page, you go down underneath your name and click on Business Suites. This is also a place to find your insights. So you can go in there and look at your insights there also. So with this page, this is not in Business Suite, but this is via the home page. But you can do both. You can access insights from homepage or outside of the homepage. A few places I want you to look at, it says page summary. Page summary allows you to adjust the time period you want to track the metrics for. So if you want to do it within the week, you're monitoring how your Giving Tuesday went. If you want to do every 28 days, you can do that as well. The maximum for Facebook is 28 days. That allows you to go back. I hope they change this at some point. But 28 days if you're doing a monthly check-in. Also, with your insights for Facebook, and they have it for Instagram also, you want to keep track of this. That's why I recommend a communications dashboard. there is a lesson on that I have the link in my bio on Instagram, where you can access that, where it goes through what the importance of a communications dashboard is. But for today, we're just going to look at the insights. So this example has 7 days that we're looking at. And with this 7 days, we're seeing that we can see the page views, we can see page likes, we can see post reach, we can see all these different things. All of this lets you know what your audience is doing with your content. So if you're realizing that, okay, if we post at 7 a.m., I don't think people are awake. So no one's engaging. Okay, so let's adjust the time to lunchtime, but also considering the demographics. Where are they located? If they're located in Eastern Standard Time or Pacific Standard Time, you may want to adjust your timing of scheduling for post according to their time zone. So realizing those few things is important, especially when you want to create content that is actually about the audience versus convenience for you and your nonprofit. So different things you're seeing here, you can keep track of your likes, your followers. You can even go into demographics when it comes to that as well. So making sure you're thinking about what is my audience wanting, and making your content according to that and adjusting your scheduling according to that as well. So that is all that I wanted to share. If you're on the HAPS app, thank you, because this is my second live and I think you got the greatest benefit. Even if you're on YouTube, you have the greatest benefit, even Facebook, because of the live feature. So at some point, I may have to not do Instagram Live anymore because of the ability to share on my screen. I know with Instagram, they allow me to share, but it's having to go into my photos and different things. And let me actually just pull it up and see if I what it does on Instagram when I actually do sharing a photo. So you can see what I was looking at for that past thing I was discussing, which was insights for Facebook. Okay, so this is insights for Facebook. Right now I'm talking to Instagram, but insights for Facebook is here. This is what we're looking at when I was looking at the audience on my computer, where you can look in here and you can see different features that are here. You can look at page summary and decide on what timing you want to look at. Do you want to look at 28 days? Do you want to look at 14? Do you want to look at 7? Keeping track of this information is important so you can see how individuals are engaging with and reaching your audience in that way. So you'll see here page views, page likes, post reach, story reach, etc. On that left-hand column, my left, maybe your right, you're going to see overview going down. It allows you to dive deeper into each of the metrics that you're seeing here. So the metrics are page views, page likes, etc. So I was saying and suggesting that you do put together a communications dashboard, because then you have the opportunity to house all these numbers in one place where you check in each month and you can just go in and put in what was our follower count, what was our engagement, what was our reach. And then throughout the year, you can make assessments and study your audience and study their reactions and create content according to that. So I really think it's important that you use that content, use the data for Facebook and the ones that we'll be talking about in the future, because that data is important, even for nonprofits. So I'm going to do a stop share. And yeah, so that was interesting. It is good to share on Instagram too, but it's a little bit different than the computer. But right now is the time for Q&A. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. If you're on YouTube or perhaps anywhere, you can put your questions there. Even if you watch the replay and you have questions, feel free to put it in the comments, because I will be looking for them and I will answer them, whether it's through another live video or I will be answering them during the comments or in the comments. So feel free to write any questions you have in the chat, and I will wait a couple seconds to do that before we close things down. Next week, we're going to be talking about Instagram, which is very similar to Facebook, but also very different. And so we'll be looking through Instagram features, and I'm still deciding if I'm just going to have this on YouTube versus having it on Instagram and trying to navigate sharing screen when I can do it much easier from my MacBook. All right, so I'm not seeing any questions coming in. Remember, you can always put your questions in the chat. You can always put the information there, and I will reach back out. Be connected, stay connected on YouTube as well as my Facebook page, because I am using this new feature that allows me to go live across different platforms. And it also allows me to share my screen, which I thoroughly enjoy as a nonprofit educator. So thank you so much for joining. I will be closing out. I'm so glad you were able to tap into the resource. I encourage you to go to my YouTube channel so you can see what I was looking at on my screen, so you can get access to that as well. Alrighty, so I'm going to close down Instagram. Thank you so much for joining, and be sure to stay connected. I also invite you to get into that nonprofit founders giveaway. I am giving out a fall care package to nonprofits, and all you have to do is click the link in my bio, subscribe to my email, and you will be entered into that giveaway. I'm going to be doing a drawing on the 13th. So the winner will be announced on 13. Even if you're on YouTube and you want to enter as a nonprofit founder or on HAPS, do enter. You go to my Instagram page, just search my name, go to my bio, and click on it. Click on sign up for email. Just sign up for your email using your organization's email, and then you will be entered, and the giveaway winner will be announced on Saturday, this Saturday, and I'll probably do a short video to share that winner and tag you. So be sure to stay connected, always having opportunities for nonprofit founders like you. And I just want to be able to get back during this season. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Okay, Haps, people, I see there are still some viewers. So I'm going to close things down here, and I encourage you to go to my Instagram page. I have a lot of content and videos that is going to be relevant for you. You can literally binge watch a lot of my videos that I have here, because I am thinking about you, nonprofit leader, especially as a nonprofit leader myself. So I'm going to end the broadcast. Thank you so much for joining the replay. Also, do feel free to put your questions in the comments. Even if you're watching the replay, I will get to them. All right, take care.